And at Broughton in the middle. Favours Broughton. Big thump away towards centre half forward, running onto a Borkman. And gets away from Williams. Gets a quick kick in towards 50. Price leading out to Holiday. In fact, Reed's got the job on Holiday now. And he's there, Holiday, trying to get it away. Couldn't do so effectively out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Disguised that pretty well, Paul Price then. Threw himself full length and just happened to push the ball over the boundary.
So I think that's a good move, Reed, there.
So it'll be a boundary throw in. Hardingham and Holiday. Hardingham from behind. Falls to the back of the pack. Adam Wells runs onto it. Needs some support now. Got rid of it, but only as far as Warland. Handball away to Wainwright. Got it back towards Williams. Kick over the top is okay. And running onto it is Hutchison, is it?
I think it might have been.
No, Stocks, in fact. So Stocks from half back goes to centre wing. Good mark. Plucked it out of the air, and that was Lee McAuliffe. Played on quickly now. Through centre wing, goes towards centre half forward, over the back of the pack, coming through the middle. McCallum left it behind though. So did Parker. Good tackle by Connolly in there at the fall of the ball. The pack develops at centre half forward, comes out towards the back. Winchelsea with the numbers now. Ellis wrapped up, not going anywhere. And we will have a ball up, centre half forward for Bellpost Hill.
I'm just watching Paul Price and David Worley. Worley's trying to skip away and get in the position where the footy's going to come, and Price is trying to cover two spots.
Ball up, Holiday got it down. Pack develops again, the umpire will come in and do it all again, still at centre half forward. A big pack around this ball up. Hardingham got it down, Holiday to the back of the pack. There's Reed, he can handball it. He's got the spare man there, and that's McCallum. Goes wide, it's okay, finds Williams, takes the mark, still inside defensive 50, chips the ball over the top. Oh, slipping over at the crucial stage was Wainwright. He's got a couple against him, Carr's one of them, handball to Sean Wells, sets him up, Wallen comes at him, tackles him, comes to the back of the pack, McAuliffe gets it away to Broughton, big kick from the big man, goes long towards the 10 metre square, over the back was Berg, got it to the front of the pack, little toe poke kick away, goes towards Reed, stood his ground, then over the top of it, got a push in the back, play on the call, said the umpire. Pack develops inside 50, the umpire will come in and ball it up. About 40 metres out, 35 metres out from the Bellpost Hill goal. Still no addition to the half-time score. 7-4-46, which we'll see 6-5-41. And Holiday and Hardingham once again to do the ruck work. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Hardingham gets it down to the front of the pack. Ellis is there, Williams as well. Umpire says too high. Free kick, Bellpost Hill. And possibly 50. No, just paying the free kick. And it'll go to Mick Furman.
He's a pretty hard in and under sort of player, isn't he? Pretty hard at the footy.
I thought he might have been a bit lucky there. I thought he ducked a little bit there, Eric, but nevertheless, he was right on the spot.
I think he brought him down in the tackle, and obviously the tackle was pretty high.
So Furman comes in, 35 metres out, and he's pushed it across. I think he's missed. Has he put it through? He has. He's just snuck it in. So a good kick in the end by Mick Furman has put his first goal of the afternoon on the board, and the 8 for Bellpost Hill. They go to 8-4-52, and they lead Winchelsea 6-5-41. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 3.5 minutes played.
Well, it's a handy goal. L'Oreal has taken 3.5 minutes to get it. Winchelsea are trying pretty hard to defend this quarter.
Yeah, well, it was a handy goal, Eric. You've got to kick those goals from that position, and I think it was looking a little bit, might have been a point, but it was a goal, so that's a very, very important. I'll just keep watching Worley. He's trying to get away from Price.
Well, the ball's in the air, in the middle, and tapped down there by Hardingham once again, but at ground level, Lee McAuliffe picks up the footy, loses it. Well, there's a whistle on play.
Leak, free kick.
Free kick.
Holding the man.
Has gone to Leak, held without the footy, and Mick Furman was heading goalwards. He thought it was a free kick to Bellpost Hill. Wasn't to be. So he goes wide to centre wing, got the call out there from a teammate in Parker. Kicks long to full forward, up high over the top for Winchelsea.
He's throwing
the ball.
He's
The umpire was right there. A fantastic tackle there by Anthony Kitchen, and gave Simmons no chance in the world of getting rid of the football in the appropriate fair manner, and the free kick has been paid. So I tell you what, a goal at the 5 minute mark in this third quarter to Winchelsea would be a huge boost for them. So Kitchen missed one from here in the first quarter, as he moves in. Runs pretty close to the man in the mark. I tell you what, I think he's kicked it over the goal umpire's head, and he has. That's 3 for Anthony Kitchen, and that's the answering goal in this third quarter for Winchelsea. 7-5-47. So trail Belpost still 8-4-52. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard. 5.5 minutes gone.
I tell you what, I haven't seen him play before, but he's a very, very encouraging, enthusiastic type of player, so he'll be very, very handy out there at Winchelsea. So he's certainly a good pickup for them.
It's interesting starting from the goal square 1-on-1. I think he'd be fairly elusive against Sean Simmons there.
Yeah, Simmons did all right early on him, so I just think on 1-on-1 though, I think it might be more difficult.
Back to the middle. Quick reply by the Blues against the Breeze. Hardingham up against Broughton. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Neither get an effective tap. Broughton tried to kick it off the ground. Adam Wells through the middle. Wall and handball. Missed the target then. Laurie, you'll have to do something about that. Comes back towards Borkman at centre half forward. He's under pressure. Winchelsea with the numbers across there. Good tackle, was it? No. Pushing the back, said the umpire, against David Wall. And Simon Bogey will take it at centre half back for the Blues. Can go laterally, have to be a great kick, and it wasn't. And Mick Furman read the play beautifully, ran from the centre of the ground there to pick that up and took the mark. Still outside 50. Can go long to Holroyd, 1-on-1. Is it going to make that distance? Getting back there, Reid. Oh, Holroyd did well. Got in front.
Good body work there.
In front of Parrish and took the mark. And we'll shoot for goal from 20 metres out directly in front.
Should be bread and butter this one.
He's kicked 1 goal this afternoon. Chance for his second, and to again make the margin 11 points. Don't tell me you won the raffle, Laurie. Eric, did you? No?
No.
Holroyd's won the raffle on that occasion. He has put it through his second goal. And for Belpost Hill, that is their 9th. They go to 9-4-58. And they lead Winchelsea 7-5-47. Lex to Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 7 minutes played. Yeah,
well, just shows the advantage of getting that ball in there. Look, it was in between 2 players. It was probably fortunate it dropped where it didn't. He was able to get the ball, but he was in front, and it's in the area where the hot spot is. And if you're going to get a result from there, well, that's what it's got to do. Get it there quickly and take your chances. And pay dividends.
Simon Bogey's a bit stiff for Winch. He's played probably a pretty serviceable game for them. The kick dropped short, and young Mick Furman read that absolutely beautifully, and of course it was his kick that went into Holroyd.
Well, that kick that went in was just went over Nathan Reid's touch. He couldn't quite get the touch, and then Holroyd was in front, was able to take the mark.
So now with 8 minutes gone in the third quarter, umpire Kenny with the football in the middle. About to... there's a great battle of tactics between David Wall and whoever his opponent is at the time as the ball goes up. Hardingham gets the tap down. It's under a pack of players. Umpire felt the ball wasn't coming out, puts the whistle on play, and we'll have a secondary ball up.
You've got a mismatch here, I think. They want to get...
Well, neither ruckman got a touch in the centre. Belpost Hill get a kick forward through Borkham. Price, who's the loose man in the back half, well, he's under pressure, can't get the ball up, and kicks the ball along the ground toward the boundary, and good defensive pressure by Holiday there, the centre half forward, who didn't give Price any peace at all and gave him no chance to pick the footy up. So in front of the change rooms here at Belpost Hill, the boundary umpire about to bring the ball back into play. Big pack of players where the ball should fall from this ball in. As umpire now whistles play on. Good throw in on that occasion. Holiday gets a tap forward. Parker tries to pick it up. He's tackled immediately by the Belpost Hill players, and the umpire no chance to get rid of the footy, he said, and the ball goes up once again. Holiday again gets a tap down, this time to Barbaro. Off a step, kicks the ball towards the forward area, but it's drifted along the ground and over the boundary line 15 metres from the behind post. Deep in the forward area now for Belpost Hill, and forward of centre in the Winchelsea forward line there are 4 players. So every other player is in the Belpost Hill forward half. Very, very congested where the ball's been thrown in. Comes to the back, Matty Furman, lovely little tap for...
Great mark.
Furman to Furman, and the tap down came to Matt Furman, off a step on the right foot, kicked it to the head of the goal square, and who should be there but Mick Furman, his cousin. And one grab mark, and they're pretty hard to defend, Laurie, when you can get a mark that strongly.
Well, he was in the right spot too, Eric, in front. Just had to jump up and hold it.
So Mick Furman already kicked a goal in this quarter, moves in, 25 metres out, directly in front. Puts the ball straight over the goal umpire's head. Lovely kick from Mick Furman on that occasion, and has increased the Belpost Hill lead. 10-4-64. They lead Winchelsea 7-5-47. Lexus win them third quarter scoreboard. Almost 11 minutes gone. So what would you think, Laurie, to three-quarter time? They'd need 5 or 6 in front?
Yeah, I don't think the wind's going to drop off. And looked to watch a bit of paper there before she was going down the ground pretty quick, so I don't think it's certainly dropped off. Look, I think that it might be reasonably well in front. You know, maybe 5's enough, I would imagine, but because Winch have already kicked one into the breeze, so I suppose it's possible to do that, just so you can run the game out, I guess.
Back to the middle, Hardingham and Broughton. Hardingham gets it down towards Mick Furman again, having a purple patch at the moment. Left foot kick around the corner is okay to David Wall. The second attempt takes the mark on centre wing. Plays on quickly. Left foot kick good for distance. Goes towards Holiday. Reed at the back can't take the mark. Over the top of it, try to tap it to the advantage of Parker. He leaves it behind in the end. Went the player instead of the ball. And through the middle, Connolly. He went the ball. Got it back to Sean Wells. Handball back to Wall. Dodges right. Comes back on the left boot. Short little kick's okay. Finds Holiday. 50 out. So, been called to having a shot. It'll be a fair kick from there. Kicking sort of across the breeze. Pretty congested between him and the goal, so he might as well shoot him up. He's handballs it off to Handley, who runs past. Goes towards the teeth of goal, 10 metres out. Big pack there, punched away at the front of the pack. Borkman did well front and centre, then wrapped up. Ball spills free, comes towards Barbaro. Well,
too high.
Thought he ducked a bit when he went down in the tackle, but anyway, he got the free kick for too high. And will shoot for goal from 20 metres out directly in front.
I think part of the problem might have been the respective sizes of the two players. The bloke on the mark who bumped him is a foot taller.
So Barbaro, a chance for Belpost Hill's 11th. He comes in and straight through the middle. So he's first, and Belpost Hill go to 11-4-70, and they lead Winchelsea 7-5-47. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes played.
Yeah, well, there seems to be some bad signs there for Winch at the moment. They seem to be getting too many players down back there. I know they're trying to flood it down back there, but they're uncertain when it gets into the pack situation around that hot spot, what they're doing with the footy, and they've got to be a little bit more accountable. I'm watching what's happening there. When they drop players back there, there's players peeling off the Belpost Hill. Walls one, and I think a couple other players there came back off the area, and they're going to shoot the ball to them if you don't go and pick them up. And Winch have got nowhere to go when they get the footy, and it's just crowded footy.
Well, certainly it's a battle of tactics in the Belpost Hill forward area, and Paul Price playing off David Wall again by 45 metres, and that's a dangerous ploy in the forward line. But the central umpire has the ball in the middle, and it goes in the air once again. A huge tap forward this time by Broughton for Belpost Hill, goes through the legs of a number of players. It's at centre half forward for Belpost Hill. Stacks on the mill again, and the umpire will put the ball in the air once again. But big number of players, and a very good percentage of them are Belpost Hill players at the moment. I don't know where there's a couple of loose defenders for Winch close to the goal, but this time Hardingham gets the tap down, comes to ground, kick off the ground, great pick up Handley, over the top to Wall. Wall kicks it deep into the forward area, running hard at the footy was Holroyd, hooks it around the shoulder, and it's drifted through for a behind. So that's his first minor score for the day. It takes Belpost Hill on to 11-5-71. They lead Winchelsea 7-5-47. Lex win them third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 15 minutes.
Paul Price from fullback for Winchelsea can go short to Berg in the left back pocket, takes the mark. Not much to kick to though.
He's got no one to kick to.
Well, he got Wall and right on the boundary line. It was had to be a pinpoint kick, and it was. And he was the only one of about 4 Belpost Hill players. He goes, well, towards Lapino, over the head. Laurie's mozzed him, I reckon. He goes back with the kick towards half-back for Winchelsea. Price gets the ball and tries to direct traffic across the other side of the ground with a torpedo punt over the head of Parker. Matty Furman runs onto it. Then he falls over the crucial stage and threw it away in the end. It might come off okay because Cousin Mick's there again. Left foot kick back towards the goal. Now, again, Price with a torpedo punt. This time 50 metres and going for the boundary line across their stocks against a couple. He'll have to be good here. He was in the end. Saw it over the line for a throw-in. Centre wing on the outer side.
It was a good clearing kick from the coach then, wasn't it? He got it a fair bit of distance there.
You've mozzed him, Laurie. Borland. His last 2 kicks have been terrible. Boundary throw-in. Broughton and Hardingham. Hardingham gets it down. Only as far as Carr. Short little kick to Wells. Sean gets it away towards Adam. He goes with the right foot kick towards centre half forward. Well, they line up, Winchelsea. There's 5 of them there. That's where their players are. And Matty Wallen's taking the mark. Let's see how he goes this time. Laurie. In between fullback and centre half back. Oh, dangerous towards Reid. Dangerous. It was in the end. Good mark, Nathan Reid. In front of David Wall. Still at half back though. Still deep in defence. Not much to kick to either because they're all standing at centre half back. Now he goes towards Partridge, the big man. Wells. Wallen. Good mark. One hand if you don't mind. And he takes the grab. Plays on quickly. Goes okay to Lapino. Takes the mark. He's back on board now, Laurie. It's okay.
That's better.
That's better. Centre wing. Lapino's got it. Got a few running towards the boundary line. Not much behind them. He goes back to the middle dangerously. Over the head of Williams. They've turned it over now. Borkman can chip it over the top towards centre half forward. Oh, that's a push in the back. Reid. Oh, late call, but they got it. Holiday will take the free kick just inside the centre square at centre half forward.
He certainly created some headaches for them today.
So Holiday handballs it off to Adam Wells. Right foot kick towards the lead. Good kick and a good mark, Borkman. And
he's been handy play for
him. And has kicked 1 goal. We'll shoot for goal from 30 metres out, slight angle. And this for Belpost Hill's 12th.
It's almost like gridiron, Laurie. There's 7, 8, 9 Winchelsea defenders in the full back line and there's 12 Belpost Hill players in the middle.
Well, they mucked around with it here, Eric. They should have kept going boundary side.
Borkman comes in. He's pushed it across the face of goal and through for 1 behind.
You can see what he's obviously told them at quarter time. Try and use up as much time with the footy as you can and flood the back line. But when they came forward there, the guy should have kicked that ball there rather than taken back into the middle because, these guys forget they're not AFL players.
Well, Paul Price has kicked the ball in to the arms there of Lapino, who has gone backwards now to Paul Price in the back pocket, takes the mark and decides to run. Kicks it just a chip pass once again and has found a teammate on half-back flank. That was Hampshire, sorry.
But that chipping game's all right, Eric, if you don't turn the footy over.
Well, you've got to hit your target. You've mentioned that several times, Laurie, and unfortunately at the moment Winchelsea are missing targets and the ball off hands there has gone over the boundary line, so that the chance here for a turnover again, and so far it's been fatal for them. So the ball now between half forward flank and centre wing for Belpost Hill. Hardingham taps the ball down, but running onto the footy is Mick Furman, doesn't pick it up, just kicks it off the ground, and well, the ball has come back to Barbaro. Gee, it's a real arm wrestle at the moment because the ball is 25 metres out from the Belpost Hill goal. Big pack of players, and the umpire had no alternative but to put the ball in the air. This time, Holiday gets a tap, but only as far as the boundary. McPherman arrived late to try to pick it up and get it into the goal area, but wasn't to be. So the ball is still deep in the forward pocket for Belpost Hill as their boundary umpire puts it back in. Holiday doesn't reach the footy on that occasion. And kick off the ground there by Williams for Winchelsea. Comes back to the big man in Broughton. Picks it up, has plenty of time. Kicks it high in the air. The wind's got it. It's drifting towards full forward. Big pack of players there. Leak forced a handball quickly. Bogey can't pick it up. He's under pressure. And most of the Winchelsea players are under pressure at the moment. Broughton fends off a couple of players, and the umpire...
Too high.
Yeah, he's given the free kick to Broughton. So Broughton now inside 50. The way he kicks the footy, he could almost have a shot, but he decides to chip to Matt Furman. Can't take the mark. It's all Winchelsea back there, and well, they made a bit of a muck up of that too, because 3 players there, neither wanted to pick the footy up, and in the meantime the ball ran over the boundary. So Winchelsea defence under real pressure. 20.5 minutes gone in the third quarter. The boundary umpire puts it in. Lovely tap down by Holiday. Ellis can't get the footy. Now players arrive and stacks on the middle. All the umpires picked one out of the middle of the pack there. It is over the shoulder, the indication, and it's going to Winchelsea. It looks a bit like Lupino to me, who's getting up a little bit sore. I suppose under a pack of players that size, you would be too. So Lupino now for Winch. Has the free kick deep in the back pocket. And, well, it goes back to the goal square to Paul Price. Now, what's he got to kick to? Not a lot. Decides to run forward. Handball back to Leake. Leake now is under pressure. Almost tackled. Decides you have to kick the ball. Terrible looking torpedo toward the wing. Good defensive work by Belpost till there. They keep the ball in play. Thrown in by Baird. Picked up by Handley. Chips it towards half forward. But it's Lupino again in the way for Winchelsea. Plays on quickly, going toward the middle of the ground. Partridge, well, free kick advantage paid. Now Winchelsea go forward in front.
Kitchen.
Great mark there by Reid back into the forward half. Good body work on his occasion. Now he gets the lead from Kitchen. Lovely pass. Lovely bit of play there from the Winchelsea forwards. And they're the 2 key players that Winch depend on to... get the winning scores, and at the present moment they desperately need a goal at 22 minutes into the third quarter. They trail by 23 points.
You can call this kick in, Eric. It'll determine what sort of a wind before he had one from there, and it blew way out.
And the man on the mark's only 25 metres from the goals, and Kitchen, well, he's back outside 50 at the moment, but he moves in. We're almost behind the line of this kick, so we'll get a fair indication of how it flies. Lovely kick off the boot. He's used the wind beautifully, drifted it back, and goal umpire says one behind. Well, we were right behind that. If that didn't go through the goals, 3 goals too.
We want 3 goal umpires.
7, 6, 48.
I've just threw on a record by doing that.
They trail Belpost Hill 11, 6, 72. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes gone.
Kick in, came back towards half-back for Belpost Hill. Chopping it off was Wallen and then Leake. He kicks it out of bounds across the cricket pitch area.
They work well in Leake and Wallen to keep that in the forward 50.
And we'll have a boundary throw in, right half forward flank for the Blues.
Well, that's the first time I've seen 20 players run back to the centre and the goal umpire say it wasn't a goal.
From the ruck contest, goes towards Wall again. Comes through the middle, Bogey, got a kick away. 1-on-1 back there. Stocks was there. Wainwright nearly picked it up. Carr on hands and knees did well to get it away to Hanley. Got it away to Wells. Off a step towards the middle of the ground. Over the back, Williams. Matty Furman's there as well. Needs to get away. Tried to get the handball free. Hardingham on hands and knees. Got it away. Slow motion footy there though. Bogey through the middle. Tried to toe poke it away. Lupino. Gave Leake a handball in his head. He tried to kick it on again. And across centre half forward for them. But kicking it back, Hanley did well. Put it out towards centre wing. Baird on the ground. Leake also there. On hands and knees. They're thrown out.
That pie was right on the spot.
And that was Borkman there.
We spoke about before, the umpire's been pretty good today.
It is. Yep. So now Lupino on centre wing. Reid gives him a lead at centre half forward. Won't go that far though. Broughton and also Handley, they raffle it. Handley wins. Can chip it.
Give it a wall.
Thought about it, but now he's going to be picked up by Price. He's got Wells short. He takes the mark. In front of Bogey. Still on the defensive side of the centre square. He chips the ball towards the leader Holiday, who has pretty much well been unstoppable today. Gets it away to Baird by hand. Off a step. Kick was smothered by Leake. Still at centre half forward for Belpost Hill. Winchelsea had the numbers, but Matty Furman did pretty well to work his way to the front and then get the footy. He chipped it towards David Wall, who took the mark, who's creating a bit for them across centre wing. Holroyd calls it to go long. Connolly's in there as well, giving him a lead. Called to play on now. He goes to the left foot, puts it in towards the corridor. Winchelsea with a number. Oh, well, Williams nearly gave away a free kick for a push, but at the back, McCallum has taken the mark for Winchelsea. Partridge gives him a lead wide. He goes in that direction now. Hammond against him. Hammond did well. Held up, good strength. Took the mark one-handed. Played on now, right foot kick across the ground towards Baird. He takes the mark. Leak comes at him, draws a player. Adam Wells from 50. Long right foot kick towards the teeth of goal. Off hands, Wallen didn't take the mark. Might make him pay. Barbaro left foot kick. One behind. 1 goal, 1 his personal tally. And Bellpost Hill go to 11-7-73. And they lead Winchelsea 7-6, 48 Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes played.
As Paul Price makes his way back to the goal square. Looks like
Certainly taking their time about football in the third term.
Well, the problem is the clock stops once it goes through the goal area, doesn't it? So they're not gaining much advantage. Now Price looking for some options. A low kick into the breeze. The lead was from Williams and takes the mark on his chest. Williams now for Winch. Goes wide. Gets the call from out there, but while reading the play very well, there was Baird again, who's had a very good third quarter and has intercepted the mark. Chips the ball over the top, finds a teammate out there in, is it McAuliffe?
No, Barbaro.
Barbaro. He's chipped it back inboard to Adam Wells. So Wells now, he's outside 50, kicks it long into the corridor. Holroyd can't take the mark, comes back at ground level, throws the ball through the leg. Bogey, row ridden into the ground, and Bogey of Winchelsea will get the free kick pushing the back. So now he hasn't got a lot again to kick to. Gets the call across and for the second time in the quarter. Simon Connolly, well, he just about intercepted the kick across the ground, touched through behind to Simon Connolly. So Bogey, almost a fatal mistake for the second time. 11-8-74 Bellpost Hill. Lead Winchelsea 7-6, 48. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 27.5 minutes gone.
I think when you go as negative as Winch are going at the moment, you lose your way a little bit, I think, and I think that's what's happening. You get a false kick in there and you turn it over and it could be so costly. That could have been an easy goal for Simon. They were lucky to get off the hook there.
Price with the footy at full back. Called to play on now. He goes long, looking for McCallum. He's going to have a task against Holiday. Great thump back towards the corridor. Coming out at Wainwright. He's ripped off the football. Could have nearly been dropped. Hardingham comes at it. Handball to McCallum. Goes sideways towards Warland against Wall. Falls for Warland. Tries to get around. He keeps the footy in. Does pretty well. Got not much to kick to, so he kicks it along the line. Partridge, the big man, does pretty well to keep it in front. Oh, now he gets. Does he get a push in the back?
Definitely.
No, says the umpire.
Joking.
And it will be a boundary throw-in. I've seen worse. I've seen less given today. You can't do that, Matty Warland. Mouthed off. And a free kick to Bellpost Hill. Can't do that. And Hanley's got it on centre wing. Chips the ball. And if they kick a goal here, if I was Paul Price, they'd be very, very dirty on Matty Warland. Barbaro kicks it backwards to Adam Wells. He goes across the ground further to Holiday, who comes up, great mark. Lee Holiday got it away quickly to Carr, runs back into trouble, then he handballs to Hanley again is okay. Gets around, right foot kick towards full forward. But Winchelsea taking the mark. Go out wide, looking for Hardingham at half-back. He'll have to be good here. Wall comes at him. David Wall does very nicely. Rides the bump, left foot kick around the corner. And was it out of bounds on the full? It might have been.
Yeah, I think it was.
So a free kick to Williams for Winchelsea. So Stuart Williams, I suspect he's not going to kick across the goal here.
Don't
discount
it.
But. So he goes short, looking for and finding Lapino. Still inside defensive 50. Thought about handballing it to Williams, who was standing right next to him. He goes towards Stocks. Oh, good mark. At half back. Moving the ball slowly. Stocks now. So he goes long towards Warland and Hardingham and Kazina and Hammond through the middle. Off hands. Phillips on the ground and Hammond and he see it over the boundary line for a throw in. So 30 minutes played. Close to siren time. On centre wing now. Boundary throw in. Hardingham and Kazina. Favours Hardingham at the back. Goes through the middle. Adam Wells did very nicely. Right foot kick towards a vacant half-forward position. Foot race. Williams gets there first. Wall comes at him. He gets around. He's wrapped up. Does he drop the footy? Yes, said the umpire. Had a prior opportunity. Took the tackler on. And now he just wants to sit on the footy, I reckon, for a while. And he'll have to be very careful there if he doesn't give the football up. And he and Barbaro going at it. And the wrestle's on at half forward. And he should just give the football, well, he's trying to give the football, I suppose, to the player.
He's got 50 as well.
And 50. So the 50-metre penalty will come down, and this is what we're talking about. Winchelsea need to be good with their possession. And Joey Barbaro will bring the football down and shoot for goal from about 20 metres out.
Matty Wall must have had something in his drink at half time, I think.
So Joey Barbaro has kicked 1-1 in this term. Chance to put his second on the board. And the 12th for Bellpost Hill. Comes in. That hurts them even more, I reckon, on the scoreboard. That's where you got to do it. And he's put his second on the board. And Bellpost Hill go to 12-8-80. And they lead Winchelsea 7-6-48. Lex the Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard.
Still a bit going on just quietly.
32 minutes played.
A Bellpost Hill player just got sunstruck in the middle of a pack.
I'll just get the footy back to the middle and ball it up, and then you don't have to worry about it.
That's exactly right. Only trouble is they can't find the footy. But yeah, that was totally off the ball. You don't need that. Now, I suppose it's an amount of frustration to a degree, Laurie. You get a team playing ultra defensively, as Winch are doing, and there's nowhere for players to go.
That's right. There's too many players in
limited
confined spaces.
Yeah.
Something's bound to explode, and that's exactly what's happened.
So 32 minutes into the third quarter, the umpire puts the ball in the air. Good tap way there by Hardingham. Still in the middle, in the centre square. Comes clear. Well, yeah, now it comes clear. Adam Wells can't get to the footy. Picked up there by Lapino for a winch. Now the umpire puts a whistle on play. So a little bit of decorum now settled as the siren sounds for three-quarter time at Myers Reserve. Three-quarter time scoreboard shows Bellpost Hill, the home side, 12-8-80, leading Winchelsea 7-6-48.
In that third term, Bellpost Hill 5 goals 4, and Winchelsea 1 goal 1, and the margin 32 points at the final change. Goal kickers for Bellpost Hill, 2 each to Dean Holroyd, Mick Furman, Joe Barbaro, Matt Furman and Simon Connolly. Singles to David Wall and to Alex Borkman, while for Winchelsea 3 to Anthony Kitchen and singles to Matt Wall and 2 to Matt Partridge and singles to Paul Price and to Matt Warland. So it's 12-8-80 Bellpost Hill, Winchelsea 7-6-48. We'll take a break and come back with a final term action of our matchday live coverage this afternoon at Myers Reserve. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.